So one of the things I often hear as a DM is, how can I be a little bit better as a player? And there are a couple of really easy tricks you can do when it comes to interacting with the world and just expanding the way you approach what the DM is putting in front of you. One of the biggest things that people get swept into all the time is looking for trouble and danger at every turn. So every 2 minutes in the game, you're saying, I want to make a perception check, I want to make a perception check. Relax a little bit, move your attention away from the imminent danger and ask more questions about the world the DM is trying to create. So if you're in a tavern, for instance, what drinks are they serving? How dusty is the bar? What music is playing in the background? Just ask little inane questions that you'll find the DM will really pick up on and thrive. It's amazing what random tangents the DM can go into if you just ask little questions here and there about things they may not even have thought of. It gives everybody a little bit more creative flair, and it massively adds just the immersion that everybody has within the world the DM is trying to create. People often say that perception rolls are the bugbear of D&D, and I would agree quite a lot with that statement. It's very easy to get swept into asking for perception rolls here and there. Just don't ask for them. Say, what does my character see? What does my character hear? What can my character feel on the ground? Is there a sense of unease in the air? Don't ask for checks. And actually, whilst perception checks are the greatest offender in this, it happens all over the board. Somebody could walk in and say, I want to make an insight check to see if that character's lying. You didn't need to say insight check. Just say, does my character think that this person is lying? Does this character look shifty? Let the DM tell you what checks to make, not the other way round. It's in your benefit. You might not think it is, but it is. If someone comes up to me in a game and says, what would my character know about this? I might go, that's an interesting question. I'm going to give you these couple of things for 3, and then I might make you do a check afterwards. If you come to me and say, I want to make a nature check, I'm going to make you make a nature check, and if you roll a low check on that, that's nothing. You're not going to know a thing. If you're in the middle of a combat situation, initiative's been rolled, the monsters are coming in, everybody's panicking, it can often be very easy to get sucked into the trope of Eldritch Blast, attack, 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 whatever abilities and skills that your character would normally use. Think about using the world a little bit more. Can I pick up the chair and smash it around someone's face? Can I trip with this sword attack? Expand what you're trying to do and give the DM range to be creative, and you'll be amazed at what the rules can allow for. If you're a normal person, the chances are you could be weeks or months between sessions. You might be doing it online. You could be missing a session because your dentist wants to drill through your face. Who knows what might be happening in your life? If you take notes, not only does it help everybody keep in check with where everyone's inventory is, who is that NPC with the wonky eye, who was the person that threw the pig in the middle of the combat, it helps you keep track of things, but more importantly, it helps the DM to make them see you care. They're putting a lot of time and effort into the world. If they're looking over at you and they can see you just writing notes and notes and notes, it really does help to drive the creativity. And 30 sessions down the line, when the DM is a little bit frayed because that lich you're fighting turns out it has a lot of different things it can do in combat, and you're worrying about 7th level spells and all this sort of thing, and a character goes to you and says, I get out that little trinket from 50 episodes ago. It's amazing how much that helps. It makes the DM go, they care. The most fun you can have with this is NPCs. Now, a lot of NPCs that are thrown into the game are planned. In my campaign, for instance, I may spend a lot of time making a captain of a ship, somebody of importance that I know is going to be ferrying the party around from one place to the other. It's up to the players to make sure that that's not the NPC that's remembered. It's the random guard on the ship, or the random worker in the dock, someone that I might have just randomly made up on the spot or thrown the random tables for. But because they cared about that random character, asked the name, asked for descriptions, made the DM work it out on the spot, that's the sort of stuff that will be remembered. I can guarantee you 20 episodes down, the reoccurring jokes, those running funny things that come back every time, are never going to be the planned ones the DM wants to be. They're going to be little details the PC's picked up on. The random time that a person tried to down a drink, got a 1 on the Constitution roll, and then threw up all over the bar. That's going to be remembered, not the elaborate purple design of the crest on the villain as he stands on top of the castle. I mean, if you're into the theatrical side of it, of course that might be what you remember, but I can guarantee it isn't. I know it's not. It's going to be the little silly stuff that just pops up because you asked the question. You see a combat in front of you. The DM just wants you to see, who am I fighting? That you go, no, no. How many pebbles are on the floor? If I were to randomly grab some pebbles off the floor and throw them, would I get dust in the vampire's eye? That is a good question.